Yo, chat, welcome back to another Fidel Vibe. Yo, chat, welcome back to another Fidel Vibe. So, I'm guessing LeVar Ball was right all along. You feel me? LeVar Ball was right all along. Bro, he said Lamelo probably was going to be one of the best players out there in the NBA. And it turns out that was the case. It turns out that was the
Definitely
case.
right about Lamelo.
You said, and you used to tell us this all the time, especially off the air. You like, the baby is going to be the best of all of them.
You feel me? Look, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, you gotta give credit where credit is due. LeVar Ball used to always say, Melo was probably gonna be the best of all the Ball brothers. And look at him right now. He's averaging more points, probably more rebounds. He's taller and he's more athletic and he's getting more steals and he don't really get injured like that. I can say he's one of the best. You feel me? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not. Is LeVar Ball or LaMelo Ball one of the best Ball brothers? You know? Let's go ahead and dive into the video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. You do it.
Be bigger. He's going to be stronger. He's going to be faster.
Melo is going to be, watch me dance again.
Okay.
Number 1 pick, 2020. Because he's
LaMelo.
that good. He's that good. I can't wait for a team to say, you know what? I ain't going to pick a 6'8" point guard who's young, who put people in the seats. I'm not going to pick him number 1.
LeVar.
I guarantee you do, because he that dude.
He's gone. He said this stuff in 2019.
Well, I like the
June
dad, bro.
2019. This guy was sure.
The way his dad talk about the kids, man, that's how any dad should talk about their kids. You feel me?
But even then, and boy, has Lamelo looked incredible as of late.
Lamelo starts inside, score the goal and a foul.
He going up against a Greek freak, and he's saucing him. Look at this move. Wow.
Look at him.
Lamelo pushed.
All
Still
right.
goes in.
This guy ended up going for 50 points in this game against the Bucks.
That
And
man
I know
dropped
he ended
50
up losing
points
this
against the
game,
Bucks is
but he
crazy.
had a double-double with 10 assists. Let's just look at some of these stats that he's been putting up lately. After playing every game this season thus far, 17 games at that, 31 points a game, 5 rebounds, almost 7 assists a game. It's just beautiful numbers right here.
Yeah.
And these last 5 games just speak for themselves. I mean, that Brooklyn game wasn't so good, but he only played 24 minutes.
Can we agree?
All the other games where he...
Can we agree, bro turned into a walking bucket. Bro turned into a walking bucket because if you know Lamar, if you know LaMelo Ball, he used to play for Chino Hills and go do this and run around people. But look where he's at now. Now he's in the NBA. This shit is crazy, bro. So if you want to be like him, bro, make sure you work every day. No days off.
30 plus. Look at this. He's averaging almost 40 plus points a game.
What?
The jump and scoring are obviously correlating to the jump and shots attempted and shots made. Look at those 3-point shots. He's attempting, I think, a league-leading 12.7 shots a game.
If you've
Word.
ever wanted to trade with a 100K trading
Melo
account or
shooting
more,
threes,
but don't
boy.
have the capital, here's how.
From the 3-point line, he's been shooting the heck out of the ball right now from the 3-point line.
Why were you so convinced that Melo would be the best of all your boys?
Well, it's just like they like phones. Like I told you, you keep making one phone better than the next one. You don't make this one will be good, but you learn the stuff from this one to put on this one.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can fault LeVar
yeah.
for the way he talks.
That
the
is true.
audacious way he goes at saying some of the things he's saying, but one thing you can't fault him for is the way he raises his sons.
Yeah. Lonzo's a facilitator. He can do his thing. He can score. Lonzo, but Jello is the heck of a shooter.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Now, Melo learns from both of them.
You did.
So
Oh,
Melo
God.
is the only one in my family that can play the 1 or the 2. Jello can't play the 1 because as soon as he pass half court, he think he open and he love to shoot. So he ain't gonna get nobody involved. Lonzo can't really play the 2 on the fact that you're passing the ball in the corner where he's supposed to take a 3. He looking for the cutter, and that's too long. You ain't supposed to look for no cutter.
You did.
Melo can flip from playing the 1 out of necessity, passing the ball, to flipping over the 2 to try to score 100 points on his own.
You did.
And that's a
Okay.
big difference you
Okay.
see from like Alonzo Ball and the LaMelo Ball. One is a really great point guard. He passes the ball at the elite level. With LaMelo, it's just so much more obvious how much better of a scorer he is than his brothers.
He had Lonzo's eye for passing the basketball.
Well, all my boys can pass the ball like that because that's how I taught them. growing up playing like that.
I'm not sure you can teach that at the
yeah.
Lonzo level.
Yes, you got to teach that, but you got to start them when they like 6 and 7 years old.
Okay.
And that's my boy's been passing like that a long time.
Makes sense.
It's so easy to look at the way he dances on the court, seemingly playing like he's free out there.
Oh, God.
Obviously, he's much more than
Bro
just
be
scoring.
dancing with
And
these
obviously,
players.
that's what makes Lamelo such a well-rounded player offensively. And obviously, being the youngest out of the three brothers, he's had to obviously learn from his older brothers, and he was able to pick
That
out
boy
some of the
just shot-
strengths and
he just shooting
weaknesses
the back of his
from
head.
each one of them. Then he went from that 13-year-old that was 5'5" to playing now at 15 plus, and he's now 5'11". It's just beautiful stuff. Obviously, he would grow steadily at 6'2". And one thing you immediately picked out from Lamelo was just how bold he was. Look at
Hell
this
yeah.
freaking
My man, he don't
half-court
be
shot.
hesitating,
And
man.
you
He
just
gonna
gotta
pull
give
that
it up
shit.
to Lamar for
Bro
even
finna pull
putting
that
these
shit.
guys in these positions where, Lamelo at 16 years old is playing in Lithuania, whilst you got other students in high school that would probably love to do the same thing, but obviously have to, study their textbooks and,
feel
study
me?
for that chemistry
He had
exam.
a good ad
The
dad.
youngest has had to take a bizarre path to the NBA.
He took the best path.
Well, is it?
Yes. Why? Because, okay, he got the focus completely on basketball.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day,
Tight.
well, I ain't going to say back in the day, most of the guys that play in Europe, they start playing professional at 14, 15 years old.
Right.
So now, if
That's why I'm gonna do the same thing, chat. I make sure my boys start young. My boys start early. I'm talking early as it could be. We grinding. You feel me? We're grinding. I don't care. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Boy, what are you talking about? We finna put this work in. We finna make sure we get this done. You feel me? Like, bro, if you wanna be somebody, if you wanna be a generation type of person, you gotta make sure you start your kids young, because the younger they start, they evolve over the years. They start realizing, oh, this is that. I'm supposed to move this way. I gotta use my left hand.
an
So
American,
start your kids
and take
young,
him
man.
over
Start
there
your
to
kids young.
Lithuania to let him
He's
get
giving
involved
advice.
in this
He's giving
early.
tips,
so
too.
now, Melo's not doing a term paper and a chemistry test and all that. He's focusing, concentrating only on basketball.
Some people may think LeVar is just this, brash dude that has no regard for what, his sons have to go through. This guy's deliberate. You could tell this guy is calculated in the way he looks at things, and he tries to put his sons in the best positions possible.
He did.
And when Lamelo announced to the world that he was going to go play in Australia and be a pro, obviously, in Australia, after having been a pro in Lithuania, going to Geneva, Ohio to play at Spire Institute, and also playing the Drew League during that summer, well, it had a lot of people curious as to the development of Lamelo back in Australia.
Which is pretty late.
And you said he was better than you when you guys were at the same age that
Yeah,
you were.
for sure. He was more advanced, for sure.
Do you think he can become a better player than you? I don't want to make it a competition, but he can.
I think in real time, I don't ever think he'll be better than me.
Yeah.
But at the same age, when I was 20, he was 20. I think he's better.
Yeah.
And Lamelo, obviously, you could say his father, gave him great advice. But the response as to why he wanted to go to
Bro,
Australia
duck his
to
ass,
play
bro.
pro, it was interesting.
Why did you decide this is the way to go for you?
I just think it's the best route for me. I'm trying to be the #1 pick for the 2020 draft, so I heard they got great strength and conditioning over there, so off the court, that'd be good, and then on the court, pros been through there, stuff like that, so I think it's all gonna help.
Yeah.
And it's just best for me, I think.
Yeah.
And I
Lamelo
think
playing
one
with
reason
pros
a
all
lot of
his life
people
is
are very
crazy.
happy seeing Lamelo's success in the NBA now is because, well, to be
That's why I gotta give Lamelo props to, bro. Lamelo been playing with pros since a youngin. I don't care what nobody says, bro. You can try to bash this man all you want, but he been playing with pros for a minute. You dig? And to be good, you gotta be around people who are good. Listen up, man.
frank with you, many of you who've watching this video right now have followed Lamelo's path to the NBA as a kid, obviously in the Ball in the Family reality show that they had. So they feel as though they grew up watching somebody go from a very little kid that was, quite frankly childish to now an NBA pro that, he still likes to act childish sometimes, but
What?
he still
mature, though.
is a pro and people are happy about it.
Hey,
Your auto insurance company doesn't want you to know this.
people
but
that do all
you
this,
might be
bro,
overpaying.
they got
That's
that,
why
bro.
official car
Filet.
insurance exists.
Hey.
You're selfish, You get tapped in the head. I told your ass. We cannot respond like that.
There were a couple of points during this show that LeVar was, giving his son tough love.
I'm gonna win. Because the leader looking like he's sad, walking. Let me sleep. I tell you what, Melo, you can sleep the rest of the tournament if you want to, son. You ain't got to play. Here, hold the ball because you ain't used to it. And until you learn to be like your brother and play both ends, you're going to be sorry as hell. You don't have enough of this killer in you. I don't see it.
Now, you can argue it's a reality show. It's all for the camera.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. LeVar Ball, bro, he was giving his boys tough love. And that's what all boys need. We need tough love from the father. You feel me? Tough love from the father. Hello? Hello?
Yes, hi, good day. This is Reno from the Health Enrollment Center.
We not trying to hear that.
But it just goes to show you, man, this is the type of mentorship that Lamelo and all his brothers have had to go through under LeVar.
Very disappointed in you. It's about the child that you got me on a whole nother zone. I'll tell you his stats so you can see what the hell this is.
2 for 10. 10 turnovers.
I don't give a you heard it, seen it, read it, or wrote it down yourself. I'm gonna say them out loud so your ass can hear them again.
And you might think, how is this the same?
LeVar Ball don't be playing that shit, nigga. Oh, God. I ain't trying to hear that shit. You gonna hear it again. So, next time, you don't get yourself in the same rubbish shit that you just got yourself into.
That basically goes on TV and lauds his sons as being the best thing since sliced bread and says LaMelo's going to go #1 in the draft. And that's where people might think, oh, LeVar just, he's buttering them up. No, he's being tough on them.
Oh, God.
Despite all the expectations he has on them, he's still giving them that tough advice. I will say though, when he yelled at him for basically being childish during that one episode, that was funny as hell. And also he's talking about how Michigan's in Detroit. I mean, come on now. No, I mean we could tell that he didn't go to high school much.
What?
But all in all,
He straight skipped
LeVar
high
was putting him in
school.
an environment where he could legit focus on hoops and just excel at that. And boy, is he excelling at that right now.
Third best defense. I want to hold you under 100 points.
That's why LaMelo's so cold, bro. LaMelo, bro, he cold more like. Yeah.
This man is by far the most entertaining player that isn't named Ja Morant when he gets it going.
You did.
And in this game against Orlando, he had 44 points after scoring 50 in the last game. And I think we all knew LaMelo had this in his game, man. That he could dominate and also, be flashy at the same time. And it's obviously unfortunate that he's had to go through so many injuries as he has in his young career already. And obviously LeVar saying, he blames it on the conditioning, the raggedy shoes, which was the ones that Big Baller Brand made. I mean,
hey, raggedy shoes? I don't know. If you're in the NBA, you gotta have top tier shoes because you playing against big people that are 7 feet. Man, these people that are 7 feet, they better have some great shoes. Shoes is gonna protect them, cause bro, you're that tall, bro. You got some height advantage. Like me, I'm 5 what? I believe I'm 5'10", chat. I believe I'm 5'10". You know what I'm saying? I'm not even tall at all. I'm not even tall at all whatsoever. So them niggas being that tall, they better have some great shoes, have some great equipment. You feel me? Come on, man. And you getting all that money? Shit, I don't see how you're not gonna have great shoes.
I'm just curious about that. No, he'll say it's Puma. It's Puma that made his shoes raggedy. Well, for now, he doesn't have to worry about those injuries because he hasn't been injured so far this season. He's played every game this season, and I am praying to God that this dude stays healthy this season because it's been beautiful. He recently just made a Hornets franchise record for most 3-pointers in a 3-game span. It's just crazy to look back on.
Crazy.
The career he's had in high school, the career he's had in the NBA now, and just seeing how much better he's become now.
He did his shit, boy.
Ball played like the superstar here in game #1.
LaMelo did his big one, boy. Since a little.
And yet it feels like he's being underrated or he's not being talked about nearly enough. Like I was trying to look up if ESPN had made a video talking about LaMelo, and it's been, years since I've seen actual, conversations about this dude LaMelo. Is LaMelo already a superstar in the league? Man, I wonder if they're
LaMelo's
making
GOAT,
these
man.
videos
He ain't
this
trying to
week.
hear nothing.
Maybe they've been waiting on this.
Bro, that's what people fail to realize. When you get in that bag, bro, it does not matter. You get in that bag, you're playing good. What else you want to hear? My life is already good at this point. You feel me?
To make these videos, but it's quite weird that I'm not seeing a single video from ESPN yet about LaMelo's crazy good season. That used to be a huge topic on First Take, for example. I mean, where is this now? And I'm looking at this NBA MVP ladder. I know LaMelo is now on a particularly good team. You know, but obviously Jokic is gonna be number one. I already how.
Bro, LaMelo Ball, man. You had one great of a season, bro.
This
I ain't gonna lie. One
Giannis-
thing about LaMelo, bro, he's gotta make sure he keep going, keep pushing the limits. You feel me? Let's read some of these comments, chat. Let's read some of these comments. LaMelo was groomed to be a superstar. A lot of people don't understand all LaMelo does is play basketball. To the point where even if he plays the game, he gonna play 2K. All he thinks is basketball. He literally does nothing else but play basketball. Nah, LeVar just got his ass for playing Fortnite in the middle of the night. All those reality show season, you were right. What the fuck? That shit crazy. It feels like your friend who you gave up with made it to the NBA. Hold up, chat. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta go handle some business at the toilet.